front because, oh, remember, dirty die equals a dirty die cut. I'm going to use this happy birthday card front because I'm going to focus mostly on the inside of my card. So I'm going to grab this and I die cut my card. Where is it? I die cut my card base already. So I have that done. A2, 4¼ by 5½. Then I also die cut the layering die out of white. But I am now going to die cut this one. And I don't know what her favorite color is, but I know her mom's favorite color is purple. So I'm using all my purples. Not that her color is going to be, her favorite is going to be the same as this one, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, we are going to trim this down, and we are going to die cut, but I am going to add adhesive to the back of this. And I know a lot of people were happy that I showed how to use the adhesive sheets on HSN. Because some people didn't know about them very well. They would get them in their shipments, but they don't know. Oh, I have a lot of candy treat boxes already made. This is the second set. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm peeling this off. Now, here's the situation, and this is going to happen to you someday, so I want you to know about it. So my cardstock is not 6 by 6 because I trimmed it down already. So what I'm going to do, don't do this on your secret weapon. I do it, and I don't touch my secret weapon, but look. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down on my berry, just like that, press on the berry. Then I have this little extra over here, right? I'm just going to, look how dirty my nails are. I'm sorry, you guys. So I'm just going to trim this down just like this. See that? Look at that. No scissors required. Flip this over, and then I'm going to add more to this side right here. And then I still do have a little tiny bit left. I'm going to do the exact same thing because, man, I am not wasting an ounce of this. Right? Why would you want to waste? And I'm just going to drop that right on there. So almost all of this is a sticker now, right? Is a sticker. So what we're going to do is we are going to use this card front, and it's called card front for a reason because it will die cut the entire card front. So we're going to lay this down, and I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. Now, people ask all the time, what machine are you using? I use the, right now I'm using the Grand Marquis. I love this machine. It is a power horse. It does cut felt. I had a lot of people ask me when I was at HSN if it cuts felt. Yes, it does. And we're going to bring it back over here. And we're going to look at this. Now, woohoo. Now, what I do with these, even though I'm going to save the rest of this, I'm going to peel that off. This is trash for me because I don't need that. And what we're going to do is I want to say, I don't have this in a kangaroo pocket yet because it was on the ground, but I'm going to get out all my extra pieces. Technically, all of those pieces are usable, right? So look at this. It is going to pop out all, and I know 90% of you already have this. Debbie wants me to remind you to like and share. So the more likes we get, the more prizes we can win later. You're absolutely right, Debbie. But look at this. So what I did with these dies that are like this is the inside of the R is still there. The inside of the B, A, P are all still there. So you don't have to try to add that in. Now I have all these extra pieces I'm going to use somewhere else, not tonight. And let's clean that die really quick because so there's a couple pieces in there still, 1 or 2. And I always just I'm too lazy to look for tweezers, but I usually give it a hit and it's done. There. Okay, nice and clean. So now what we're going to do is I did cut out, remember I mentioned I cut out the white right here to go right behind that. And honestly, you guys, I'm going to add so many different old, I found some old sequins of mine. Gail says, love this die. It is so easy. Isn't that right? But what I'm looking at this going, I love this, but I kind of want to do something else different, like for the candles and maybe that one middle happy birthday. So what I can do is I can cut down, and it's really easy to do this. I can cut down. So like, even just if I wanted to do that, boom, I can just add a little rectangle behind it. Right. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, well, something I would like to do is maybe add 1 or 2 candles in a different color, right? So I could do that. And that's why I want to save all of these extra pieces that I cut out before, because then I can use those, in a future card, right? In my kangaroo pocket. So I'm looking at this and I'm like going, okay, well, I know I definitely want to use this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it down. And there's no like wrong or right way to do this, but we're going to just do that. And then I'm going to kind of just like measure it. I could use like a trimmer and stuff, but I'm not that sophisticated. So we're just going to trim it right there. And we're going to trim it like right there. Oh, you guys, I have to brag a little bit while we're doing this. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you. So yesterday I found out that Miller, one of the twins, 5.5, is in kindergarten, won the bookmark contest at his school for kindergarten. So each kindergartner was, they're doing the book fair, and every single one, happy crafty ho ho, who are you? Because I do not know. Because she says I forgot she would not know my YouTube name. Yeah, I don't know your YouTube name. Who are you? Tell me. So Miller won the bookmark contest. He drew Dogman. Dogman is one of the characters he really loves in books, and he drew this whole. He won. He won, and so he won a $25 gift certificate to the book fair. Isn't that exciting? But I said, Miller, you won because your Nana is very creative, and I said, and your Oh, Andrea from HSN Crafttober. Okay. Yay. That's Andrea. Thank you, love. Now I know who it is. Thank you. And so Miller won a 25. Oh, I said, Miller, you won because you got the creative genes from me and his daddy. His daddy is very creative. And I said, between the two of us, somebody was destined to get some creativity in their blood, and Miller won. So it was very exciting. It was just so sweet. So, and they're learning to like read and stuff. And it's just so amazing how fast they grow up. Stop growing up. So it's like the dog and the kids grow up way too fast. Okay. So what we're going to do is I have my little strip here that I cut, and I'm just going to line that up and go, yep, that fits. So we're going to just do that. I'm going to go ahead and peel off just a portion of this. Actually, I'm going to do the middle happy. I'm going to color in the middle happy instead of this one. Now, I always say, even though I never listen to myself, always use the pad of your finger for pulling that back. Don't try to use your fingernail until you get it started. See, I don't know if you can even see that, but it started. If you can get it started with the pad of your fingernail, pad of your finger, it's much easier to peel this off. So we're going to peel this off, and I'm going to peel to that second happy. There we go. And I'm just going to kind of lay those little guys down. Now, remember, there's adhesive on here, so I just need to kind of make sure I cover all of it. And let's do, I don't know. Hang on. Maybe it's a little too small. There we go. It should be fine. And I'm going to lay that down, press, double check it. Looks fantastic. So it says happy in a different color. And then I'm going to peel this off. So yes, I did take quite a bit of credit for the winning bookmark, just because he does have my genes. And you know what? I wonder if I have any adhesive. Kenny, can you write down that Utah needs to send me more adhesive, please?
Yes, I will.
So I'm adding adhesive. Also, you guys, I do this all the time. Remember how I always pull that up? Hi, Sherry. Hello. Also, October 18th. October 18th. Be there or be square. We are having a store day at our store. The 18th of October. It's a Saturday. I will be there. And I don't know what we're doing with the dog. We have not discussed this. Are we taking the dog?
No.
Oh, we're not taking the dog. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Ken did take her to the office while I was gone, and it did go well. But sorry, everyone, you will not be meeting Honey Bear. Anyway, maybe another time. Maybe once she gets. Oh, you guys, she jumped on the guest bed downstairs, and there's mirrored closets. Karen says she'll dog sit. There's mirrored closets in that room, and we don't really have mirrors, in the bathroom, but nowhere else. Stephanie, you don't even need to buy a ticket. You just show up. Boom. There will be a release on the 18th, and it is not the same as the 20th. It's different. And Honey Bear looked in the mirror, and she went, And then she laid down. And then she went like this. And then she's never really seen a mirror before. And then she kind of went, huh. Like she didn't bark because she doesn't bark, but she goes, huh. And then I'm like, look, there's two mommies too. There's two puppies. I go, I promise you, we're not holding a puppy off to the side without you, you know. So tried to explain to her that it's a mirror, but it didn't really work very well. Hi, Michelle. I'm hoping I'll be happy to see you and Stephanie. Okay, so here we go. We're going to lay this down. Look how awesome that is. Now, it should, if Stephanie is doing good, she will line this up perfectly on that white. Wow, dang, that was pretty darn close. I do see a little, not even a sliver over here, but I am going to trim it because I can see it. You probably can't, but I'm going to trim that little sliver there. And I do see a little, look, that's how much of a sliver there was. You can't even really see it. So I'm going to trim this side a little tiny bit. There we go. Now, I was going to do some candles. Oh, we got to do some candles. I can't handle not doing it. Okay, so here we go. Let's grab some more adhesive. I'm telling you guys, if you do not use this adhesive, let me tell you a funny story. So somebody asked me this at HSN actually while I was there. Andrea, I don't know if it was you or not, my love. But somebody said, you know, this is so popular, blah, blah, blah. And I go, yeah, it's amazing. I said, funny story. When I used to work at Sizzix 1,000 years ago, they had some of this in stock and they were they were discontinuing it because it wouldn't sell. And I said, well, let me use it because I'm doing a demo. I don't know when it was, what it was. I said, let me buy some. It was for Stamps of Life. Let me buy some. I'll sell it in my booth at the convention and I'm going to demo it. And they're like, sure, you can have it. I think I even got it at a discount because it was being discontinued. And he's like, yeah, no, it just doesn't sell. It's not a good seller, blah, blah, blah. Well, that weekend we sold out, of course. So Sizzix kept reordering because Stephanie kept selling this stuff. Like, darn, Stephanie, stop selling stuff. They tried to retire it. But I kept selling it, so they had to keep ordering it. And finally, I just said, you know what? You know, and then we broke up. So then we bought it. I found a factory to make it for us, and now Susan says, I love the adhesive. Makes it easier and quicker to make the card. Amen. You are right. So what I'm going to do, let me get 3 on. What I'm going to do is I just seriously just need a couple candles and I don't want to like go crazy. So I'm just going to trim some of this off really quick. And that's probably all I really need. So I'm just going to peel it right there. Now, when you peel this off, do not touch right there. That is sticky. Okay. Do not touch that. So I'm going to drop this down right there. Rochelle said she used to use the Sizzix adhesive sheets. That is honestly because of me, because they never sold it before I started using it. So I'm going to just trim that down so I remember what's a sticker, right? And I'm going to get that die and I'm just going to die cut just a couple candles. I honestly, you guys, just want a couple candles. So I'm just going to die cut only the candles. Now, for some reason, this kind of blows people's mind when you do this. You don't always need to die cut the whole enchilada, right? You don't need the whole enchilada, right? Gail says, I love that you don't need a machine to use the adhesive. True that, right? So you don't need to die cut the whole thing just for a couple candles. I'm just using a little piece of scrap and I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to cover some of the candles and that's all I'm going to do, right? That's all I have to do. So I'm going to bring this down, lay that down, and I'm going to run that through the machine. Simple. So now what I have is I have some candles. And why do you not make 8.5 by 11 adhesive sheets? Very good question, Katrina, because shipping would probably be like $8. That's why. That's the only reason. And funny story, wait, where are they? The bigger sheets. So these are like roughly half a sheet. So you would use, if you wanted 8.5 by 11, you would just use 2 of these. Shipping on these is like, it's the same as a stamper die, a small stamper die set. So you could buy 2 of these and just use those if you want. But the shipping for these is less than the shipping for the 6x6 because these do not fit in those normal envelopes that we usually use. Next time I have them made, I bought a boatload though, but next time I have them made, I'm going to make them a hair smaller so we can lower that shipping. Okay, but very good question. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pop some of these babies out. And please make sure you've given us a like and a share and a thumbs up and all that good stuff. We will bribe you. The more winners and the more likes and shares we get, the more prizes we give away at the end. So now I'm going to peel that up, and I'm just going to do probably, let's start in the middle. Let's see what we got here. It's going to be an odd number because I always do odd. And maybe I'm just going to do every other. Let's see. Kenny, is it very warm in here, or is it just me?
I think it's just you. You had a jacket on when you came in here at
I
first.
know. So I was cold 5 minutes ago.
Now you're going hot to cold. That's not a good sign.
Not good. That's not good. That's not good. Not good. See, I'm doing my nail, even though I say don't ever do your nail. Just do your finger pad. It just like blows my mind that finger pad's easier. I don't know why I just don't learn that lesson, but can you answer any questions that are popping up, if any popping up?
Yep, I will watch for them.
Cheryl's in Australia. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for being here. We're gonna have this one. And so this is an extremely purple card, but I'm leaving the rest white, so that should kind of keep it so from being too purpley, I hope. And again, Stephanie just refuses to use the pad of her finger. And I just I don't know. It's like,
so you guys hear some of this new stuff that's on the website while Stephanie's dealing with that intricate stuff there. They can still see you. There's a little square. You're still on there.
Okay.
But there's the new items on the website. If you're new to the Stamps of Life, sometime we have a QR code up there at the top left that you can just take a picture of that with your phone and it'll take you to the website. But if you're interested in the clubs, join the club up there, because the thing is, next Wednesday we are shipping the October card kit. So
and that really is shipping.
Yeah, we have all of that stuff.
Yeah,
it's being packed, and if you're in the club, you're gonna get it shipped on time, all of that stuff. So next week is the new kit. So if you want any club information, just go up there at the top and you can click on that and learn about the clubs, and you'll have fun. You get club points and club discounts when you shop on the website, all that fun stuff. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. We're 6 days away from a new card kit.
Debbie Ann says, I'm so glad I'm not the only one. No matter how often you say use the pad of your finger, I still find myself using my nail too. Okay, Debbie Ann, it's you and me, babe. I'm telling you. So what I'm doing now is I'm using the card front shakers. And notice Stephanie has on here card front shakers to remind herself that these are card front shakers. Melissa, yes, a new color's coming October 18th. And what I'm doing is I'm going to slide this baby rod in there. Look at that. I'm making the easiest shaker card you've ever seen in your life. Now I'm going to take a mixture of these sequins. These are old sequins. I don't think we have these on the website anymore. Hopefully you still have them in your stash, or you can find other sequins on our website. And I'm going to sprinkle some of those in. I am a firm believer in more is more. I do not believe in less is more when it comes to sequins. So I'm combining two. Come on, baby. I'm combining two. Come on, baby. Whoops, now I'm making a mess. There we go. There we go. Kick back, Jack. Okay, that's enough. So, and just a heads up. Will there be a Ken freebie in the kit club? Margaret wanted to know.
Oh, yes. We are going to have more.
Yes.
Looking like through, I would say December for sure.
Whoa, you guys. Until December, you're getting freebies from Ken. Gloria is saying, okay, everybody, there's going to be a live card kit release on Tuesday, October 14th. Gloria, I love you because you always remind me. So yes, there will be a live card kit release on the 14th. Beatrice in Bolivia. Oh, I love that. Okay, so added those in, right? So let me just show you this again. Added those in. Now I'm going to seal this up. Now, none of those little sequins are going to come out and surprise anyone. Look at this. Ta-da! Now, I probably added too many, but I'm sorry. I don't care. I love sequins or beads or whatever. But look how cool that is, right? When you get a chance, can you fix the comments? So here we go. That is the card front. Now we're going to, Nelly. Now we're going to work on the card front card. So here we go. That is eventually just going to go right on the front and call it done, right? So let me just tell you, my loves, you have never made a faster shaker card unless you've used these card fronts like I have. Because look at that. You do not have to worry about any of them coming out. Whoa, look at that. You do not have to worry, right? So we're going to put that on the front, but first we're going to look at the inside. And the first thing I want to do is I want to get some, wait for it. Let's go to, can you go to 1, please? We are going to get some pattern paper. And I want to use a pattern paper. Ooh, that one's pretty. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. I kind of like that one. Let's see. I don't know why I grabbed these couple pieces. And hang on. Let me look really quick. So I guess we're going to use those. So what we're going to, oh, that's only one though. That's not good. That's not good. Let's look at these. Oh gosh, seriously? That's not good. How come it's like always the one I want? This is why I recommend always buying 2 paper pads, you guys, because you never have the one you want when you want it. Let me tell you. And I own the company and I still don't have everything I want. Big problem here. Oh, whoa, Nella, where'd those come from? Wait, I just put those. I just put those back in. That's where they came from.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not doing well. I am mentally breaking down. Let's see. And I do apologize for the sniffing, you guys. I did take medicine. What's this one? Oh no, I don't want that one. Okay, well, let's maybe change gears, and we're not going to do an inside color. Okay, because I'm running out of time already. So we're not going to do an inside color. So what we'll do instead, maybe, let's see. Where's that die I was going to use? Here it is. Oh, yes. Woo! Look at that. That baby. Oh, you can't see. That baby fits. Oh, I can't see. There we go. That baby fits perfect on 6x6. But remember, so that's like edge to edge sketchy because it's like exactly. So don't forget our paper pads are bigger this way. Whoa. I know. Isn't that crazy? Thank you, Lori. She says, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. But look at that, you guys. Check that out. So we're going to use, I think we're going to use
You have to be careful with the way your pattern goes with that type of die. Or is it always going to look okay?
It'll look good. It'll look good. As long as you don't go like that, I think you'll be fine.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to go sideways? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay this down and we are going to die cut that. Now, I'm technically kind of going straight through the machine, but I'm going to get my bigger cutting pads and I'm going to do it like that when I run it through the machine. Now I'm not going, I have no speed bumps. And we're going to run this through the Grand Marquis. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, and somebody said they somebody said ooh, Meg is gonna watch on the rerun because she just got her HSN order today. Woo, woo, I love it. Okay, so I'm popping this out. Check this out, honeymooners. So what it is you have these, oh, whoa, Nelly. You have these amazing score lines, you guys. Those score lines are amazing. And I will be honest with you guys, there's really no wrong way to do this. I know it looks like kind of sketchy. Rochelle says, what is the name of that die that Stephanie's cutting with right now? It is called the Inside Pop-Up. We started selling it, what, like 3 weeks ago or something?
Yeah, it sold out about a month ago and it just came back in.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have it go like this, okay? But couple different things we're going to do. Number one, we want to make sure that the center of this line lines up with that, okay? So when I fold it up, I want to make sure that the middle is on the middle, right? The middle is on the middle. Holidays Forever clear stamp set. Will it be returning? Yes, it will, my love. Yes, it will. Make sure you click the notify me. And I'm going to do this a little bit more in the middle because I'm going to put some stuff up and I want to make sure it doesn't show. So here's a couple of things we're going to do. Number one is we are going to kind of fold this down and make sure that it folds, right? So we're going to lay that down. So everything is folded right now, right? Oh, Lori wants me to remind you to do a review on HSN before, right after you get it, because after 30 days, they don't let you do a review. So I'm going to, and this is going to be, might be a little silly, little tiny bits. I want to double check to make sure I'm doing this good, right? Lay that down. Now I'm going to flip it. I only put adhesive on one. I'm going to flip it. And now I'm going to, so see how that point is right on that score line. So now I'm going to add just a little tiny bit, because I'm just tacking it down to make sure this is working, okay? And now, okay, so now I know it's folds, right? So when we open it up, I want to make sure that it pops up. And there we go. Now, yes, I need to kind of score that a little better so it really pops up. I didn't fold it. So then when I fold it, I'm going to close it like that. And when I open it, ta-da, it's going to, and it looks, hang on, let's do, can you do, I'll change it. Okay, so here's camera 2. So when you open it up, ta-da, it pops up. See that? Now, if you want it to pop up more, you can move the angle, and you can do the angle more like this. And again, I'm going to close that, and don't try to do both and then close it. You're going to do one side and then close it. So watch this. So now open, 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 it's popping up there. And that one's kind of like pops up a little bit higher because I did the angle. It's way easier than it looks, you guys. Hi, Ruth Debbie. But look at the angle here. See that angle? And again, I'm just going to close it up. Okay. So really, there's no wrong way to do it. Now, I barely tacked those down. I just wanted to make sure it was going to work. So I'm keeping one down. Now I'm really going to add adhesive, and I'm going to use the tear tape because it is more aggressive and it will keep it from coming off. And now I just got to find the end. There it is. And so I'm going to add adhesive to this. This is the inside pop up. And I'm just going to add adhesive to that. So it's still temporary, kind of tacked down on the other side. Now, again, I'm not going to lay this down and think it's going to work. I am going to close my card, press, and now that side is popped up, right? Now I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side because remember, it was just temporary. I highly recommend you do the temporary just to make sure you know what's happening, right? You want to make sure. Now,
guys, this is a die set that Stephanie's using right now. The rounded stitched inside pop-up die is the official name. Okay.
Okay. So then we're going to, they need to see this.
I'm going back.
So then I'm going to close that just like that. And then boom, there it is. So there is the pop-up. That is how stinking easy it is to do. Okay. Now we get to add goodies to it, right? You get to add you get to add as many goodies to it as you want. I happen to want to add happy birthday. So I pulled out all of my happy birthday dies. And I've been working on getting them into my kangaroo envelopes. And so here we have, there we go. There we go. See, so now I have it on double sides. So 2 magnets easily fit in one of these, right? This side only has one. I'm missing some. I got to find them. So I'm looking at this and I want a happy birthday. And originally I was thinking I was going to do this happy, but that looks mighty large. That's not going to fit. And I was going to do birthday. I think I can still make this birthday fit. So let's grab this birthday. The nice thing about this birthday is I believe it's close to one. It's not even close to one piece. Oh, it's not close to one piece. It's not. Oh, that bites. Hang on. I got to find a better one. That one would work. Let's look at these. Ooh, that one would really work. We're using this one. Oh gosh, and I know you're going to ask me where it came from. I have no idea. So what we're going to do is we are not going to use adhesive on the back. Ding, ding, ding. Can you believe it? We are not using adhesive on the back. We are going to die cut this, and I'm going to go nuts. I'm going to die cut this out of white because look at the inside of my card. It will show up the best if I use white, right? So I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. If I can find the cutting pads, and clean your pads once in a while because it gets a little messy. There we go. And so we're just going to lay this down and I'm going to run that through right there. There we go. And put it a little bit at an angle. I could tape it down, but this is just a regular white piece, so it doesn't matter. So we're running this through. Barbara says, I tried this today and didn't like how it worked. Now I know what I did wrong. Going to try again tomorrow. Yay! I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And so now what we're doing is we're popping this out.
Stephanie, does it look like that one?
That is it.
Every day greetings die set. I'll find it.
Kenny's going to find it to show it to you because this one comes with thank you. I took this one on HSN 100 years ago just because congrats, thank you, and happy birthday. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it out. And don't worry about like, oh, is it going to like mess it up a little? It really isn't. And no one's really going to notice anyway, even if like the Y is going to be a little flat on the one side. It's going to be touching the bottom. So it doesn't matter. I'm using the letters of the birthday to do this one because mainly that's going to be up at the top. Whereas happy is going to be at the bottom. Oh, sorry. I can't see it. Happy, sorry. So here is birthday. And what I did was I cut it with my hand and I focused mostly on the birthday. So I kind of went around those letters and actually that A, I'm going to go around it a little bit better. Now, if you really wanted it to be more perfect, you could die cut it twice and then round it around those. But I honestly don't think anyone's ever going to notice because it's going to be pretty close to the bottom. So now what I'm going to do is I really want to ink the bottom of this because I think that would make me happy. And so I'm going to get out some, we don't know what color we're going to get out because it depends on what colors I have. I think I took some to HSN, so I don't know what colors I really have here. Let's see. I did unpack my suitcase, which is pretty impressive for Stephanie. Because I usually don't do that right away. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, what is that? No, that's cherry. Let's see. Merlot. Let's use Merlot. So we got to find purple. Okay. So here we go. And what we're going to do is we're just going to ink the bottom. Now, when Chaz 217 says you are so real when you do your videos, same decisions I make while making a card. Yeah. And you know what? That is like the honest truth. And I like to say, somebody once said you're a reality crafter. I like you to see the thought process, and that's why I talk so much. But I don't want you to ever think that I'm a professional and I know what I'm doing. That's funny. But yeah, I am exactly like you guys. I just happen to know how to design stuff. But it's all, yeah, we're all at the dinner table together, let me tell you. So here we go. I am going to ink some Merlot, and I am just going to do the bottom, and I'm going to forget I'm doing the bottom only. So what I'm doing is I like to cover where I'm not going to do it. That way I will not forget. And that saves me 1,000 times. So I'm just going to do that right like that. And then again on this one, I am going to put my fingers there so I don't accidentally, because I will forget, color in the wrong spots. So I'm going to just do the same thing. Why am I doing this? Just for kicks. Now, I could have added adhesive and just torn off some of the bottom because mostly just, 99% the bottom's going to just be done. But I'm going to go a little rogue and I'm going to use the trash from this. That's like the throwaway. It's just like a little waxy paper thing. And I'm just going to hold that down and I'm going to gently add adhesive just to the bottom. And any extra pieces of adhesive are going to just kind of stay on the wax paper. So pretty much there we go, right? Now, let's look at birthday. One thing you do need to be aware of, and these aren't very big, but when you're doing something bigger, you have to keep checking to make sure it doesn't stick out. Because a lot of times, thanks, a lot of times, if you go too rogue, like you go crazy and you do something fancy, I have a sticky spot and it just keeps from my temporary adhesive. I think that's why. Okay, there, I got it off. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at this. I always lay this. I put this in first before I decorate it. I do that on purpose because I don't want to accidentally design something that's not going to fit. So go a little, oh, sorry, you can't see. Go a little bit away from the center. Don't go straight onto the center. Go a little bit away. And honestly, you guys, I wonder if I could, oh, shut up. Check this out. Okay, hang on. I'm going to cut that H and D. Watch this. This is cool. Watch this. Okay, hang on. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to go along those curves. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Hang on. So I'm going to get that little hairy off. Okay. And we're going to add, I'm just kind of like moving this off to the side just a little bit because I want to go, I'm going with the curve of that. And remember, this already has adhesive on it. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, hang on. Right there. Now, I went a little too high on my, oh, thank you, Linda. I went a little too high on my adhesive, so it's like sticky right there. Do not close your card. What you're going to do is you're going to get out your baby powder. Now, yes, you can use other stuff, but why spend money on baby powder? It's all the same stuff. So you're just going to, I just grabbed a little bit on my finger, and I think this was like 75 cents at Walmart, and I'll never have to buy another one. And so I'm just going like this. And we're going like this. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to do the happy. Where'd the happy go? There it is. So let's grab the happy. And again, we're doing the same thing. We're just going to add a little, whoops, wrong one. We're just going to add a little tiny bit of adhesive to the bottom. Really, it doesn't matter if you go too high because I'm going to use my powder. Charles 217 says, I love your last minute decisions. Seriously, you guys. Yeah, that's how my life is. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the P like in the middle right there. And well, let's go down a little further. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to, hang on. I'm going to cut right here because
Is Merlot closer to purple or red is the question.
my thinking is purple. Ask Ruth Debbie. We argue sometimes about what family one of them's in. I don't remember which one we disagree on, but I think Merlot is purple.
Kind of like, is it kind of like maroon or no? Is it different?
Almost.
Yeah.
I would say almost. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Now, gently close it the first time.
Smash it.
Now we're good. Ready? Ready? Ta-da! I know it looks like a funny angle because you're looking straight up. Hang on, let me do it this angle. This angle's better. Okay, ready? Oh, Stephanie got me a birthday card. What does it say? Open it up. Happy birthday! Happy. Look how it's like the birthday is curved. Isn't that cool? Gosh, sometimes I think I really know what I'm doing. Okay, so there we go. But I don't like how the D is moving over. Hang on, we got to fix the D a little. There we go. There was too much of a space. There we go. Happy. Oh, hang on. I keep messing up my camera angles. It's my fault. There we go. Happy birthday. Look at that, you guys. Now this will lay flat if you want it to have them to be able to see it. I mean, display it. It looks funny from the top, but look, that's what it looks like. Happy birthday. Now, I still have plenty of space to write. Always, the first time you do it, always close it gently, right? And then remember, we made this amazing, freakishly amazing front. And so we're going to get more tear tape. We're going to get a wider one this time. I'm telling you guys, you buy the tear tape once, you never have to buy it again. Because it'll last you pretty much forever. So, which is probably not something a business person would say. You only have to buy it once, never buy it again. But I'm the honest type, so I don't care. And so here we go. We add this. We're going to add this one. And then I'm just going to peel these off. And I need to ask a chat contest. First of all, Kenny, how many winners will we have?
We'll have 2 winners tonight.
2 winners.
2 winners.
You guys, we have almost double that watching. So make sure you give us a thumbs up, a heart, a share, all that good stuff. The more we get, we're bribing you. The more we get, the more prizes we give away. And the winners are going to get a $10 gift certificate to our website, stampsoflife.com. Oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, gosh. And just so you know, I'm going to bed right after this. Okay. So what?
Nothing.
He was going to say something, but he changed his mind.
Nope.
Yeah. Because I will go to bed. Didn't say I was going to go to sleep. I did not say I was going to go to sleep.
That is the key. Stephanie said it, not me.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Happy birthday. Please, 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 please make sure you are going to double check the placement of your happy birthday. Because if you're anything like me, you will accidentally put it on the wrong side. Okay. So double check, say happy birthday, close it, front. This is the front, this is the front, this is the front. And you are going to lay that down.